Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you high school basketball action from the Convo. Tonight's teams, Harvest Prep Warriors versus the Wheelersburg Pirates. We're here with the Jake Sulzer pregame report. And Jay, what do we think about these teams?
Wow, this is going to be so much fun watching this game tonight. Yeah, Wheelersburg, we know what they can do. We've seen them play quite a few times this year.
Yep.
And we know they have all the potential in the world. You talked about it a little bit earlier. Sometimes they play up to the opponent they're playing. They're going to have to play up a little bit tonight because they're playing the Harvest Prep Warriors. And I got good news and bad news for you.
Okay.
All right, you ready for that? I'm going to give you the bad news first.
Okay.
Bad news is, talking about Harvest Prep, they've scored 100 or more points 9 times this season.
Jeez, OP.
That's pretty impressive.
That is.
They have scored 2,426 points, and they've only given up about half that, 1,284. They are number 1 in the state. This team's good, Chuck.
Really? Were they number 1 last year, or are they the number 1 seed for the state?
They're the number 1 this year.
Really?
Yeah, going in.
What are they,
They're expected to go win the state this year.
Man.
So at 27-0, this is a good basketball team. Now here's the good news for Wheelersburg, okay? We know they're a good basketball team.
Yep.
They've had a few bumps in the road. They've had a few losses, but we know they're very talented. They got guys like Tanner Holden. They got guys like Lowry who can shoot really well from the outside. You know, Mack, who plays really well inside. You can name them all. Very talented. But the good news is, looking at Harvest Prep, yeah, they're 27-0, but they play in the Mid-State League Cardinal Division. In that division, there are all the teams in it are Division 4 teams, except for them. They're Division 3.
Really?
They played them all twice this year, so that's a lot of their wins. That's probably about half the wins that they actually put up there. Some of these teams they beat 100-35. You know, so
that's a big
are they
difference.
as good as their record says? Perhaps not, based on that statistic.
That's it. Well, you know, they've got a tall lineup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looks like they have an experienced bench. You know, the majority of the seniors, are they?
Yeah, well, no, actually they have, 4 seniors.
4 seniors.
The rest of them are juniors and sophomores.
Are the 4 senior starters?
They didn't have starters as of the time that I was on the floor yet.
Okay.
They didn't mark them yet. A lot of times coaches will wait, till the very last minute to put their starters in just to hold off the coach on the other side. If he wants to go man-to-man, that takes a little bit of time for him to get that together. So,
well, I see Berg is entering the court right now, Tanner Holden and Cole Lowry and the crew, you know.
So Tanner, he's our head topper at 6'6".
He is.
They have a 6'6" as well. They also have another 6'6", and they have 2 6'5s on their squad. So they're big. We'll see what they do. I'm curious to see if they run man-to-man or if they sit in a zone and force you to shoot over it.
Well, when I was reading earlier, it said they like to play a fast game, much like the team they just played last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and that stands to reason. If they're they average 89 point something or other points per game. So you have to get up and down the floor to score that many points.
Well, that's true, and I'm sure most teams make more mistakes with the faster game. And if you've got that type of height across the board, you're probably going to get a lot more rebounds in a faster game.
And apparently they have the speed to go with that as well. So what Wheelersburg has to do is they have to defend all rebounds, offensively and defensively, make sure they get back quick and cut off those passing lanes so that they don't get so many transition baskets.
Well, that makes total sense. Well, that was our Jake Sulzer State Farm pregame. We want to thank Jake for supporting our high school sports season and these regional playoff games with Wheelersburg. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the tip-off and more action.
You know the value of planning and hard work. For every seed you plant now, you will be rewarded later. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphin, your local state auto insurance agency.
At Desco, we believe Loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
What time is it?
It is basketball 30, my man.
Basketball 30, as proclaimed by Lou Horvath.
Horvath, he's been on the mic for how long down there as public address
Over
announcer?
20 years. Quickly want to recognize AC1 Communications saying switch your cable over to DirecTV. We got the tip-off coming up here. Tanner Holden, and who's that he's up against?
32, Claudio Penha.
All right, Tanner tips it out.
Wheelersburg has numbers right away. We're going to take it to the hole, and they're going to score first.
There we go. Wheelersburg draws first blood. Preps are passing around on the outside quite a bit. Looking for the shot. There's the three, and it's good.
Wheelersburg just playing man-to-man defense there, switching on screens. Thus far, Harvest Prep not showing a whole lot of defensive pressure.
Long shot, just short. Preps bring it down.
And they don't take their time getting down the floor, do they?
No. Oh, nice rebound by Holden.
Tanner Holden really high-pointing that rebound there.
Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh, that should have been traveling.
Oh.
As he slid with possession of the basketball, that really should have been a traveling call.
It should have been.
And honestly, I don't know what he thought he was going to gain from that. Number 2 there, Christopher Anthony, getting possession of it. They have the possession anyway. Christopher Anthony for Harvest Prep. Just turned 16 at the end of this basketball season, as we see number 12 there, Connor Mullins, the 6-foot junior, getting the foul for the Pirates. On his 16th birthday, he scored 35 points.
Well, that's a nice way to top out a birthday.
Yeah, not bad. He is a sophomore.
So the Preps go to the line. First one goes down.
So that is Claudio Penha.
So that was our tip-off guy.
6'6" forward. Makes both free throws.
He's covering Holden. Whoa. Nice takeaway.
That should be an offensive foul there with the left arm trying to clear his way through the lane.
You know, this is going to be a physical game.
It is.
I can see that right now. Long shot for the three, no good. Holden putting it back up,
Nice
and it's
putback.
good.
That's a nice putback, but before that, Lowry on the 3 line, he needs to make a lot of those today.
He does.
If you recall, they were a little cold the other day against Piketon in the first half. Second half, they really heated up.
That's true. Well, you know, Wheelersburg, football, basketball, doesn't matter. They are a second-half team.
Right.
You know, I mean, we've seen that over and over again. You know, real quickly, I want to acknowledge King's Daughters Medical Center and King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio, as our big sponsors for our high school sports and local events here throughout the area. Big thanks to them. If you get the chance, tell them how much you appreciate it.
Trent Salyers has entered the court.
There's it up and good.
And down goes the 3 for Trent Salyers.
That's it. What a way to come into the game.
Absolutely. No nerves working here for the Pirates. And a steal. Cole Lowry, coast to coast.
Almost.
Just short on the right side.
That's it, almost. It looked good, though.
Yes, it sure did. And we got a run out. Lowry just couldn't control it. Tries behind the
look at
back
this.
pass.
Really?
And a jump
We're
ball.
going to call a jump ball now? I don't get how that was a jump ball. Nobody had control of it.
Yeah, I could challenge that, that's for sure. But I tell you what, that's probably, as Al McGuire would say, a little too much French pastry on that back, behind the back pass.
Yep.
You know, let's keep it simple here and score.
Yeah. So 5 minutes.
Unfortunate chain of events there.
5 minutes left to go in the first period. Back and forth game. I tell you, the Preps are doing some damage with those three-pointers.
Yeah, and that's 6'6", Claudio Pena that shot that. All by himself. Usually when you have a 6'6" player, you don't expect him to shoot well from the outside.
Man, these guys are aggressive. I mean, both sides.
Well, it's deep.
Almost. Nice long shot.
All right,
just
that
didn't
might
hit.
be just a little bit out of the range of number 10 there, Trent Salyers. He's a 6'2" junior.
Well, this is a faster paced, more aggressive game.
Well, you can see just defensively, really on both ends, both teams are really going to work those offenses and make them work harder than they normally have to score. Tanner Holden working hard to front Penha down low.
I have to say, at this level, that's the way it should be.
Yep.
Both teams should have to put out.
Well, it's when you're in, don't you're done.
That's
so there is no tomorrow if you lose. I love that name, Soul, S-O-U-L, Soul Hines.
Yeah.
Made that last three for Harvest Prep.
You know,
Harvest Prep, they just keep their hands really busy.
Yep.
They've already knocked the ball loose a few times.
Yeah, there's a few of these that I think are they should be foul calls.
Yep. Well, and some guys are just better at getting the ball loose than others and make it less obvious.
Oh, there we go. So
Trent
Berg putting up a
Salyers,
three themselves.
He adds his second three in the contest.
So the Pirates are hanging tough on this.
And you know, another basket, and I would have said Coach Ader probably needs to call a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, stick with it. Salyers makes a three, and it's just a three-point game.
Man, these guys are hammers from the outside.
They really are. It looks like it's almost automatic for these guys. Christopher Anthony, the sophomore, that's his second tray of the first half. He's got to get rid of the ball. That's a 5-second count. So Hines really applying the defensive pressure. And
Really?
he got pushed.
He got pushed.
Yeah, he got pushed. 32 there. Penha just really rode him and continued to close that gap. And as he did, that forced him to actually slide that foot. That was Mack, wasn't it? That pulled his foot there.
You know,
and he's going to have a seat.
They need to start watching this Preps team a little tighter.
So now I got 14 Justin Salyers in the game. Justin Salyers is a junior. Wide open inside. That's Justin Salyers fresh into the game, allowing Cumberland to get behind him.
The Preps are starting to run up the score a little bit.
8-point deficit at this point, 18-10. Wheelersburg needing a score. That came up well short, and it's a little frantic. It's a word you don't like to use in basketball, but they have this game speed so high that they're starting to play frantically.
They are. I think Holden's getting a little irritated too.
He is. He wants to get into this game. He can play with these boys.
Yeah, he can.
So he had the block. His foot was actually out of bounds when he actually leapt and blocked the ball.
Yeah.
Which is why Prep can keep possession. Another 3 ball. And they like to shoot from 3.
They are hammers from the 3.
That's Avante Duncan.
Well, they are going to take a quick break, and we will too. So we'll be back right after this.
Wheelersburg, 30-second timeout. You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
That shouldn't be tolerated. Oh. And we're back. Score on the board is Warriors 21, Pirates 10, as we got 1:45 left to go in this period.
Warriors picking the Pirates up full court. Man pressure. Another shot for
There we
Salyers. Salyers, his third 3 of the game.
So Salyers keeping it alive.
Yeah. Salyers didn't start this contest. From the elbow and the drive. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on Prep. Number 10, it looks like.
That's about time.
Daniel Nyarko. All right, now we're going to see some full court pressure here from Harvest Prep. Our officials today, Joseph Humstan, Nick DeCesare, and John Mandula.
What's it called?
Nyarko just got another foul called on him.
Well, that's interesting.
Claudio Pena back on the floor, replacing Daniel Nyarko.
Looking for Lowry on the run out there. Just covered. Holden playing outside more today than he has here recently. Tough defense there by Prep. Nice quick pass inside. Yeah. And the 3 opportunity just off the back iron by Tanner Holden.
30 seconds and counting.
As the clock winds down, we're just inside 20 seconds remaining. It looks like Harvest Prep may go ahead and take the last shot of this first quarter.
They're trying to time it.
21-13 is currently our score. 3 ball off the back iron. And wouldn't it be nice if that had gone in?
It would have been. That would have been. Well, that ends the first period. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Let's see if we can get you some help.
Who do you think you're going to get to help me this time of night?
Thank you for calling King's Daughters. This is Natalie. How can I help you?
My husband has a pretty bad cough, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Let's see about getting him in to see a provider.
Care 24/7. Free advice, help, and scheduling 24 hours a day.
Honey, I think they can get you in as soon as the morning.
That fast?
That fast.
Care 24/7. Here when you need us.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here on Pie Day, as we just learned.
Yeah.
You know?
Pecan pie on some guy I don't know.
That's it.
I'll take it.
There we go. You know, that is amazing. Andy just pointed out that Stephen Hawking, died. We all know that. He died today. And it is Albert Einstein's birthday. All on Pi Day.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the score on the board is Warriors 21, Pirates 13. As we start the second period, Berg will take the ball out.
Well, Wheelersburg would like to have a bigger slice of this pie.
That's true.
Here in the second quarter. They got outplayed a little bit there in the first quarter. Just some real strong defense there by Harvest.
If you're playing, I mean, realistically, the 5 men on the court and the 3 referees, it does get a little difficult.
That's tough. It's tough. Just picking up that defensive intensity. Tough for Wheelersburg to get anything going.
Bad pass.
Tough pass. And when you throw it over Tanner Holden's head, you threw that kind of high.
Yeah.
He's got some reach.
That's true. I said that about the referees. I'm just not happy about the lack of foul calls because there's an awful lot of grabbing.
Again, behind the back, and I don't like that pass.
Why are they doing that? I mean,
off the back iron. 3 no good. And we got some hops on the backside. Trying to get the rebound. Holden's going to get possession, and he'll finish.
And he puts it in.
No behind the back pass there. He'll take it to the rack.
So coast to coast with the Holden. Nice steal.
Six-point game. Nice cut and a foul.
That was bad.
Pretty egregious foul.
Yes, it was. I'm glad we called that.
We saw something similar in the Piketon game.
Yeah.
Remember there at the end, he had the breakout, and Piketon grabbed him around the shoulders.
Picked him up.
Didn't allow him to get off the floor to take the shot. All right, that was a controlled foul. He wasn't trying to hurt him.
Right.
This one here was a little bit more flagrant than that.
Yeah, you definitely
He did keep him from shooting the ball, but it was pretty flagrant. Knocked him to the floor. There was no safety in that.
Exactly.
Holden's first free throw of the game was good. Left-hander hard off the back iron for his second opportunity. And we have a five-point game, Chuck.
That's it. Like I say, they're hanging.
Yes, they are.
Inside from the paint. Elijah
On any given day against any team, I wouldn't bet against Berg because you never know what's going to happen.
That's right. Well, they've got fine athletes and they've got kids who are disciplined. Do what they're supposed to do. If they can make shots here, they're going to stay in this game.
Oh!
And we've got a charge. That's going to be on number 15, Mac Dyer. That's tough. There was a little bit of a flop in that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
he was not set up
good enough for an Oscar, but here's the problem with it. Mac didn't need to take that dribble step into that shot.
Well,
take the pass, right, shoot the ball.
You're right there. Well, it's still a little faster paced.
It's slowed down a wee bit. Maybe that's just the 5 that Harvest has in right now. But they are picking him up full court as usual.
They are.
Playing him tight. Lowry takes him to the hole. Oh, just doesn't get the ball high up enough on that backboard to finish. Nice drive.
Man, that's a shame that extra hand slowed it down just enough to go in.
That's a big boy taking that shot. That's a tough ball to deflect. You know, one of the things Coach Ader talked about was being choosy with their shot selection. They've taken some poor shots in this first half so far.
And they need to quit that whole behind-the-back pass business.
Absolutely.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here at the Convo where the Wheelersburg Pirates take on the Harvest Prep Warriors. Score on the board is 28-16 as the Warriors are up with 5 minutes till halftime.
Well, if you recall,
aggressive game.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you recall, when they played Piketon, the last game that we broadcast right here at the Convo, they were down right before half scored 6 points in like 20 seconds.
That's right. They got a run
they're
and
not out
took
of this.
Off.
They can get a run.
You're absolutely right.
Good pass inside. Holden with the bank shot.
Holden putting it in.
Money in the bank. Harvest slowing things down a little bit. This is one of the sets they were talking about, and that's an offensive foul right there. Penha 32 just trying to have his way with Tanner Holden down there on that block, and you just can't be that physical.
Well, and you know they started out aggressive, and it's just now starting to slow a little bit.
Right. Good job by the official jumping in and calling that right away.
Yes.
Tough pass there. Holden expected, is that 22, Truitt to do a little something different there.
Mm-hmm.
Jump stop basically at the block, and he didn't do it. But you know what? I like the matchup.
Yeah.
Holden on 32, Penha. Penha is a little bit bigger from what I can see, and Holden's really taking him down the floor. He can beat him with the dribble, and he can play inside as well.
Drive, basket.
And as soon as I say that, Tanner misses on a steal, and Penha scores. Holden back, answers. Holden now with 7 points in this quarter.
That's it. So it's 30-20 on the board with 3:40 left to go in the half.
Harvest Prep running an open post offense. Long three. Penha off the mark. 10-point deficit at this point. Holden about to lose possession there. Losing control of the ball a little bit. Probably had some steps right there by Trent Salyers. Got away with that one. Salyers wants to shoot another three so bad he can taste it. Off a little bit on the two.
Not enough height under the basket to get that rebound. Nice rebound by Holden.
Behind the back twice on the drive, and he'll get the block.
There we go. There we go.
Tanner Holden, coast to coast. Behind the back twice, finishes with the layup, and gets the block.
There we go.
I mean, this kid's having a nice game.
Yeah, he is.
You know, even though there's a deficit right now of 8 points, hopefully about to cut that down to 7. You know, I'm looking at Harvest Christian. They're breathing heavy.
They are.
Yeah, I
that's
feel
funny.
like this might be one of the best games they've been given all year.
I think you might be right. And honestly, I mean, with the height difference and all, I think Wheelersburg's sticking them hard.
They are. If Wheelersburg
they're
just
not
made
as
more
well
of their
oiled.
shots.
Yeah, I mean, Wheelersburg's made more mistakes at this point in the game.
Yep.
But once they tighten that up, which, like I said, they are a halftime team.
Right.
They're a second half team.
Yeah, and part of that may be just that, oh my gosh, we're playing Harvest Prep. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
This school of, prep stars, the all-star team basically put together.
Yep.
I don't know if we can beat them or not. They got to get those doubts out of their mind.
They do.
Because they can play with these boys.
They sure can. And they're down there proving it right now.
That's Brandon Beavers for Harvest Prep there on the drive. Berg slowing down a little bit. And looking for the three
there
from
we
Trent
go.
Salyers again
No
off
good.
the front.
It's a shame.
Trent Salyers made three
was. It was
threes
a nice
early
open
in the
shot.
game, and he's missed 3 since.
Yeah, I'm starting to see Harvest Prep miss more because I'm seeing the Berg team press them harder on those 3 points.
Which it's one of those things you don't know what you got to do until you got to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, they probably didn't think they were going to rain threes the way they came out and did.
That's it.
And now it's really slowed down because they had to pressure them defensively. And Tanner Holden doing a great job inside, holding that big man. This is a small team out here on the floor right now for Harvest compared to what they've had.
Yeah.
We'll say that, comparatively speaking. Well, you don't need big players when you make shots.
Nope.
Christopher Anthony scored 35 points on his birthday when he turned 16 here recently. He's the only
I think
sophomore
Holden
on the
needs
team.
to do some more of those moves. You know that?
Well, it's just called putting on the brakes.
That's it.
If you want to chase me down the floor,
well,
I'll go to the line.
They're sticking him so hard bringing the ball down. He needs to do that. I mean, that'll teach him a lesson.
They do pressure the basketball, that's for sure.
One and the bonus.
Well,
now did you see that?
All right. That was a little physical, a little aggressive on the box. You should step out and box out the free thrower. But, he buckled his knee.
Yeah. That was uncalled for.
Tanner questioned. None of the Zebras had anything to say about it.
Yep.
Holden with 9 points in this second quarter. Got a spread formation opening the floor. 24 going to try to dribble drive and just take it to the hole. And the worst thing in the world going to happen, that's just called a spread offense. You try to get the defenders to go out there with that player, and then that leaves the lane open. You drive the lane and make your layup if you can beat him with the dribble. Unfortunately, Matt came in, got there a little late, and got the foul. Basket and the foul. Advantage Harvest Prep.
Well, I give him credit for getting that basket in,
Yeah.
I mean, that was 3 defenders there, and he wormed around and still got shot.
Holden with the rebound. 1 minute to go. And Holden finishes strong with the finger roll.
Looked nice, didn't it?
It sure did. And if anybody had questioned, can this kid play Division I basketball, I think he's answered some of those questions today.
I think you're right.
Here on the big floor, Ohio University, perhaps he'll come right here. I know if I'm coaching the Bobcats, I'd be questioning him a little bit after the game.
That's it. The preps are taking their time, running the clock out.
They're going to try to juice this and take the last one.
Wheelersburg is letting them.
Down 10, they've got some making up to do, that's for sure. Coach Ader deciding to allow them to go ahead and dribble this out. Deep three. No good. time enough.
Here
to
we go.
Score. Holden with the ball and the 3 long. No good.
All right. Halftime score, Warriors 37, Pirates 27. It's a 10-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with halftime.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Howell Insurance Agency, serving you for over 75 years.
Welcome to Portsmouth Cinemas!
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around.
Located in the heart of downtown Portsmouth is the area's oldest pawnbroker, B&B Loan. No matter what you're looking for, it's probably come through the doors of B&B at some point in time. With a large selection of jewelry, TVs, tools, DVDs, musical instruments, and did I mention jewelry? B&B has the largest collection of pre-owned jewelry featuring many popular and one-of-a-kind pieces. No matter what you're looking for, shop local first by coming into B&B Loan, located near the Esplanade at 837 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
Everyone has a personality. Shouldn't your kitchen have one too? Craft-made cabinetry has hundreds of distinctive ways to help create a kitchen so personal. It could only belong to you. Craft-made. It becomes you. Visit craftmade.com or call 1-866-CRAFTMADE for your free idea book.
Sierra's Haven is a no-kill animal shelter located in Scioto County. They are a group of volunteers working together to help find safe, loving homes for adoptable pets. In its brief existence, they have made a difference in the lives of thousands of animals. Whether they were stray animals or needing medical attention, Sierra's treated, spayed, neutered, and found them wonderful homes. Your contributions to this organization can help get abandoned and abused animals off the streets and into a loving home. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back with the All Cracked Up halftime report. All Cracked Up being our sponsor for this halftime. Out on Dogwood Ridge, if you have a problem with your cell phone, need a screen repaired, replaced, a battery change, whatever, give All Cracked Up a call. Jay, what does the stats look like?
Well, they're not as skewed as you'd think they would be. One of the things that we really kind of have to look at is three-point range. We know that Harvest Prep had a nice first half. They were 7 of 16. That's almost 50%. And Wheelersburg attempted 10, only made 3. So that's pretty tough. But the most telling stat, and this one, Wheelersburg needs to fix if they want to have a chance to win this ball game. Wheelersburg had 9 turnovers, and Harvest Prep scored off of most of those turnovers.
Yep.
All right, so you can look at that being a turnaround 14 to 16 points.
Yep.
All right. On the other side, Harvest Prep had 10 assists. So they're dishing the ball out well to their teammates, and Wheelersburg, not so much. They're dishing it out to Harvest Prep. All right, so that needs to be switched around. As far as scoring goes, another problem that Wheelersburg's having right now, they're not getting the ball around too much. It's really been the Tanner Holden show.
Yeah.
He has 16 points in the first half.
He's actually led all other scorers.
That's right. And behind him, Trent Salyers with 3 threes. He has 9 points. All came in the first quarter. Cole Lowry scored 2 there in the first quarter as well. Holden scored all of the points scored for Wheelersburg in the second quarter.
Yeah.
All of them.
He is a rise up to the occasion player.
Tanner's going to have a little bit of help here.
He is.
Okay? And if they can't score, if they can't help offensively there, they need to stop them defensively then.
They do.
You know, put some stops on them.
Well, they got to put more pressure on them at that three-point line.
Yeah. I mean,
know?
And for Harvest Prep, we said 3 players from Wheelersburg scored. Harvest Prep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players were in the scoring box for Harvest Prep.
Yep.
They're led by Christopher Anthony, that sophomore that we spoke of earlier, with 12 points.
Well, it seems like, I mean, from where I sit, Wheelersburg's biggest problem so far in the game has been themselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have the talent to be here. They have the drive to be here. You know, if they can just clean up a few of these things,
right.
Looks like they have a great opportunity to catch up and win.
Well, I think to a certain extent, I expected them to have the yips, so to speak, when they came out for the first quarter. But FDR once said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Yep.
Okay? They got over that a little bit about midway through the first quarter, but they still made some bad decisions. They've made some turnovers, and those are things they really need to clean up.
Right. You know, well, score starting the second half is Warriors 37, Pirates 27. I mean, it's still a 10-point ball game. You know, no one is definitely out of this, and no one is running away with this yet.
Well, you know, it's
Berg
definitely
is a
doable.
second-half team.
Yeah.
You know, second-half team in football a lot of times and in basketball.
This past Saturday against Piketon, for instance, they were tied 48-48 in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
They went on an 18-2 run against the Red Streaks to pull that game out. They're very capable of doing it again. We said there at the end of the first half, Harvest Prep looked like they were a little tired. They were a little winded. They weren't really used to this caliber of a team.
I think you're right. Well, let's go ahead, and that wraps up our halftime report, brought to you by All Cracked Up Cell Phone Repair out on Dogwood Ridge in Wheelersburg. If you've got a cracked screen, need a battery replaced, looking for accessories, give All Cracked Up a call. Thanks for sponsoring, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back with all the second half action.
Manufacturing is not what it used to be. It's more than putting parts together. It's coming up with ideas, testing principles, and perfecting engineering. Scioto County Career Technical Center, through secondary and post-secondary education, is offering student training in the use of CNC, PLC, and CAD. Such cutting-edge training advances the skill level of the local workforce, building for the future of advanced manufacturing. For more information, visit us online at sciototech.org.
Scioto Tech.
The Stephen A. Hunter Hope Fund was founded in memory of local student Stephen A. Hunter. One of the most successful programs is the Stevens Power Pack program, which provides food for local children in need. The most recent hunger statistics from Feeding America reveal that almost 1 in 3 children in Scioto, Pike, and Adams counties are food insecure. That's almost 50% higher than the national average. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
When you're pain-free, you can live free. At SOMC, our physical medicine and rehabilitation associates can help you live free from chronic pain and free from worry, too. That's because we can provide a wide variety of pain management treatments, including epidurals, nerve blocks, and spinal stimulation, so you don't have to worry about living on pain medication. Innovative pain solutions from SOMC. Very good things are happening here.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back to start the second half. 37-27. Warriors up in this second half. Regional semifinal contest. 8 minutes are on the clock. Lou Horvath is announcing.
Yes, he
and
is.
Jay and I are bringing you all the action right here on the Zone.
Well, it looks like the Warriors are going to get possession of the ball first. You know, another thing that Coach Ader spoke of earlier, you know, Wheelersburg they don't just play in the regular season. They go to a lot of summer camps. They play a lot of basketball that time of year, and they played against a lot of really big schools. So it's not like this is terribly foreign to them.
That's true.
They played against a kid. Oh, we got a steal. Shouldn't have been a foul right away, but he didn't get his hand on the ball. They played against Warren High School and a kid named Derek Culver who's signed to play with West Virginia.
Really?
And West Virginia, that's good basketball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's playing for Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear.
Yeah. So they've seen good players.
Harvest Prep figuring out what they're going to do.
Yeah, and force them
call
into a timeout.
We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back, too, right after this.
I knew I wanted to do some sort of engineering when I first started, and I saw the plastics program. I just fell in love with it. I like to think things through and solve problems. It's so interesting. I actually want to work in the design part of it, from an idea to an end project. There's something for everybody here, I think.
The background I had at Shawnee State has made an impact on what I do now. They gave real-world experience. There's opportunities for graduates to start before they graduate. It's not just trial and error, it's applied knowledge.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back with all the action. Harvest Prep back from the timeout.
Wheelersburg starting out man-to-man, tight defense. Missed 3 opportunity there by Prep. And now Wheelersburg a chance to chip away at that 10-point lead.
You know, I've got to give Berg credit. Even with the height difference, they are sucking down a lot of freaking rebounds.
They are, and it's all position. You know, if you have inside position, you can get a rebound. I don't care how big he is, as long as he's behind you.
That's true.
Step back 3, number 2, off the mark.
Here comes Holden all the way down.
And Holden
slams
with the 2-hand flush.
Holden is going to make sure they know Berg is here. You know, nothing quite like a slam dunk in the convo.
That's good stuff. Tanner Holden attracting a lot of attention here.
From downtown, the tray.
That's going to be Penhall with the 3, answering.
Here we go. Holden driving. Slows it down, looking for an opening, puts it up, and he puts it in.
Shot. At this point, don't you feel like it's just Tanner versus them?
You know what?
It's 1-on-5.
You know what? The support cast is doing a great job and letting Holden shine, doing what he does.
Yep. And right now, maybe that's their best chance.
That's it.
Just defensively, and a block by Tanner Holden.
On the follow for 2.
The putback again by Penhall.
Oh, off his foot and out of bounds. So the Warriors take possession. 42-31. And the Pirates are they're looking for goals, looking for baskets.
They're keeping that same distance. They got to keep them off the board. And 1.
Elijah Glenn.
34 Elijah Glenn making the shot with the opportunity to add to that lead.
Well, while they shoot a few baskets, let's thank a few of our sponsors in tonight's game. Thoroughbred Construction joining us tonight. Suburban Transmission. Cooper's Trucks and Accessories. Kogan's Competition Engines. The Melcher Funeral Home. Penn Station. All Cracked Up. Cell Phone Repair. Klein Jenkins Sunoco. Bo Cook's Garage. BG's Pizza and more. And the 140C Store. Big thanks to all of them joining us this evening and helping bring this game to you.
Tough pass there, trying to get it inbounds. And 1.
All right, what was that?
That's going to be Salyers.
That was him
Connor
diving
Mullins
out of bounds.
with the foul.
Did they really count that as a foul?
They sure did.
It didn't even look like you touched him. Did he? All right, my mistake.
He got him right there at the end.
Andy says he smacked hands.
Yeah, it's just hard. When you're going up against a good basketball team like this, you really got to sprint back to the lane, regroup, and everybody there to help. When it's just one-on-one, it makes it really tough on the defender to keep from fouling. Quick move, fadeaway, off the back iron. Dyer back up, and that's just good hands by Mac Dyer.
Nice recovery, nice put up.
Steal by Tanner Holden.
Holden going coast to coast. Let's see what
behind the
happens.
back and the finish, and he's fouled. And actually, that looked a little clean too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But the Pirates will definitely take it.
Yep.
Third overall for the team. Puts Tanner Holden at the line. 2 shots to take.
Holden was 4 of 5 the first half from the free throw line.
Isaiah Cumberland back into the floor. Replacing Claudio Pena.
Holden now with 21 points. And he cashes in on the second free throw. Now Pirates pick up the defense here.
You know, Pirates, they have to get some threes in. You know? They weren't making them well the first half, but they've got to get some in to catch up.
And that's what they did against Piketon to a certain extent, over and above Tanner Holden.
Inside for 2, Elijah Glenn.
Elijah Glenn there with a nice pump fake, got Tanner Holden up in the air. Holden again with the runner, just short. Dances off the front rim. And we're going to have a foul on Wheelersburg here.
Foul charge number 15, Mac Dyer.
Mac Dyer is going to pick up the foul. And Dyer has 3 fouls at this point. Tough move. Keeping his body between him and the defender enables him to get that rotation almost over and back there. Lowry.
Down the lane for 2.
Cole Lowry with a nice runner there.
Good shot. Prep's starting to ease that score up a little bit.
Still a 14-point difference. Pirates could definitely make that up. Like Chuck said, got to make some threes.
That's true.
That would help.
Man, they're going to have to start stopping those twos. They're getting an awful lot of under the basket twos lately.
Elijah Glenn for Harvest has 6 points now this third quarter. And for a big boy, he's got moves. That kid can play. Cole Lowry, short.
Do they really just call a foul on
Tanner Holden doing his best to get out of the way,
but we
and
couldn't
they call a foul.
We couldn't call the foul on the 2 Prep boys down here in the corner.
Just standing there with his hands in the air, trying to scoot out of the way, avoiding contact.
Yep.
And he gets the foul.
J.J. Truitt back on the floor.
Truitt back in.
Well, that'll be Holden's second foul for the evening. So he's not in foul trouble. Warriors again to an open post offense. Got a couple of cutters, now trying to post down low. That's just a strong offensive move there. Isaiah Cumberland with the points.
Prep dangerously approaching a 20-point lead.
Truitt off the mark to the left. And we're going to get a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be number 1 for Harvest Prep. And that is Cumberland, the 6'6" forward. Rotation to Lowry. He's going to take it to the hole, just deep, and Holden put it back.
There we go. A few more sponsors in tonight's game. Joining us today is Sunset Lanes down in Portsmouth for all your bowling needs. Games Napa Auto Parts out in Lucasville. Freedom Outdoors. Tammy Hale Insurance. Proactive Immediate Care Clinic. Supreme Pest Control. Deemer's Supermarket, and B&E Medical Billing.
You know, that's called help side defense. Pirates got to get there from the backside and help pick up Anthony when drives to the hole. He had nothing but daylight once he got past his man.
Man.
You know, now's not the time, you know, to be making those kinds of mistakes.
No. Well, I said at halftime, Wheelersburg has been their worst enemy in the first half.
I tell you what, down by 18, you dare say that they could be too far out now to
it's
get
possible.
back. There's
it's
a lot of
possible.
basketball left, but they really got to stop Harvest Prep on this end. And that's a good way of doing it right there. Holden was going to block that ball, and he gets a travel call as a result. Pirates need to score, and they need to score in a hurry.
Yeah, they need some more of these calls. So the Pirates take the ball back out. 1 minute left to go in the third period.
Holden losing control there for a second. Nice drive down the lane, and one. And it continues to be the Tanner Holden show.
How many points has he got so far?
Well, he had 16 at the half. That's 22, 24, 26.
26. Great game for Holden.
Only 4 other points scored this quarter by other Pirates.
A few more sponsors to mention here. Gaddy's Pizza, Pro Pest Control, Rallies, Smith's Drugs, and WIOI. Big thanks for their support.
Looked like Trent Salyers had a chance to deflect or steal that pass.
He was trying.
And now the Warriors are going to go ahead and clean up the clock here to end the third period. 16-point lead now for Harvest Prep.
Well, I'll tell you what, Berg is letting them waste the clock. They're
letting them run it down.
3 minutes that could have been used, you know?
Down to 10 seconds. Off the mark and blocked by Tanner Holden to end the third quarter.
Nice save, but at least they didn't score. So that ends the third period. Score, Warriors 57, Pirates 41. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
I do it for the ladies.
I did it before I got married. I do it year-round.
It's the only thing I take my hat off for.
I do it all month long for one low price.
We do it together.
Wheelersburg, Portsmouth, Huntington, Jackson. I do it wherever I go.
They all do it here.
You won't have to wait for the sun to look fine. Come to the Sunspot where the sun always shines.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here at the Convo. I'm Chuck Jones with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you regional semifinal action between the Harvest Prep Warriors and the Wheelersburg Pirates. Current score on the board is Warriors 57, Pirates 41, 16-point difference. Jay and I were talking off camera. I mean, it's hard to tell what can happen at this point.
Well, like we said earlier, they went on an 18-2 run against Piketon just Saturday. So anything could happen. This isn't Piketon we're looking at. These are some good ball players here from Harvest Prep. But you just never know. It's not over till it's over.
You're right.
Quick hands there.
Steal, drive, basket, Beavers. Traveling.
Yep.
Man.
Harvest did a good job there of just stopping the dribble there, and that forced 14 Justin Salyers there to lose his feet.
For Justin Salyers. Trent Salyers the foul.
And a quick foul there on Trent Salyers with the reach. Right now on the floor for Wheelersburg, you have Trent Salyers, Justin Salyers, Mack, Truitt, and Holden.
A few more sponsors in tonight's game. Bob and Floyd Tires for all your tire needs. Direct Connect Media, Sherman Cricker Insurance, Stultz Pharmacy, Wagner Rental with all the Wagner boys, and Hope's Horse Treatment. Big thanks to all those sponsors.
That's just a bad situation. A three ball sometimes will bounce further out than just your typical shot. Wheelersburg had a nice position there, inside box out position, but it flew over his head. And that allowed 32 here, Pinhall, to get the rebound and fouled on the putback.
Harvest Prep creeps up with another point.
And
put down both their baskets. New score 61-41, 20-point difference.
And now you're starting to see the pressure on Wheelersburg by Prep. Salyers with the shot from the side. Tough shot from behind the board.
It was.
That was Mullins on the shot.
Oh.
Cut the basket on the drive.
And that's probably just going to be on Tanner Holden there. It is.
Probably so.
He just didn't get there in time.
So that's third for Holden.
To the line with the bonus.
A few more sponsors on tonight's game. The Wheelersburg Cinema, the UPS Store, Sunspot Tanning, the Southern Ohio Medical Center, Shawnee State University, the Scioto County Career and Technical Center, Powell Insurance, and the Portsmouth Public Library. Big thanks to all those sponsors helping bring these games out to you each week.
That's Connor Mullins taking it to the hole, much like what Tanner Holden has done throughout this second half. Just dribble, drive, and try to force the shot. Trapped in that corner, tough. Nice pass. Dyer with the opportunity, misses the shot. And Prep with the ball once again. 6 minutes to go, and this isn't looking good.
It isn't looking good.
Down 21 points. And the Warriors will take their time. Milk some clock as they continue to run their offense. At some point, Chuck, do you think we'll see a shot clock in high school basketball?
You know, I think we should. I think we should, just because there's an awful lot of running the clocks out.
Yeah, it would force the issue. And we got a little bit of showing off out there front with some dribbling skills. Well, how much of this clock are they going to run?
As
Looks
much
like
as
they're moving
Wheelersburg
into
lets
another
them.
set. Got a box formation with the point guard. And
the prep.
Coach David Dennis doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full one.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
This is my business.
I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store.
I had this printed there.
Packing, shipping, help.
Outstanding.
Toasters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes! Careful now.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here at the Convo, where the Warriors lead the Pirates by a score of 64-43. I want to thank some of our sponsors here while I've got the chance. B&B Loan, Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, Desco Federal Credit Union, Lutz Supply, and Portsmouth Cinema 8. Big thanks out to KDMC and KDMC Ohio for everything they do to bring Zone High School sports to your living room. We got 4:53 left to go in this ball game, and tough row to hoe for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, this is the hardest part. You know that you're not going to be able to come back from this. So you've got 4.5 minutes to hang out here and just put on the best show you can.
That's
it. Play some of the best basketball you can play. That's all you can do. Nice pass.
Yeah.
Nice little assist there from
that really was.
Lowry to Holden and the turnaround.
And Holden gets the foul.
He will go to the line and one. Now this Wheelersburg team has two seniors, Mac Dyer and Cole Lowry. I'm searching to see if there's any other. If there are, they're not listed. So the majority of this team actually returns, and that's a good thing.
It is.
Yes, I saw you hold it up. You will be taken out of the building.
What did he say?
Somebody used a flash photograph on their phone.
Yes.
He's getting warned by the announcer about.
And from the public address announcer during the game.
That's it.
He admonishes him.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he was telling them that they'll be removed from the building.
Go get him, Lou. Go get him, Tanner Holden. And beautiful pass. Truitt is off on the shot, but he gets the putback and the spin.
Well, there we go. So J.J. Truitt grabbing two and going to the line for one more.
Yeah, the hardest part for me now, watching the end of this, we've seen Wheelersburg play. We're rooting for Wheelersburg in this game.
Yep.
And what's the key element to playing basketball? It's to have fun.
Yeah.
To enjoy what you're doing.
You're right.
And winning is fun.
It
is.
It is.
Losing isn't. It's not something Wheelersburg gets a taste of very often. Let's face it. But right now you can see on their faces they're not having fun.
No.
You know, this is hard to go through this right now.
Well, sure.
Yeah, we got a foul on Holden. That's going to be his fourth, I believe, and that's on a three-point shot. So he's going to get 3 free throws.
Man.
To the line, Claudio Benton, shooting 3.
There's a lot of frustration down there.
Yeah, this Pena or Jalapeno, whatever his name is, he's been impressive.
He has.
You know, this is really a kid that I could see, playing on television at some point.
Yeah.
Playing some Division I basketball somewhere.
Yeah. He's been a good player.
He's a big kid, and he can shoot from the outside, and he's got good handles as well. He can handle the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots well from the free throw line.
All 3 foul shots.
Yep.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yep. And back to that 21-point lead. Lowry from deep, from downtown. Just short. And we might have another throwdown, and we do.
And Holden slams it in. You know? We're behind, but we're still here.
Yep. Want to finish with as much style and class as we can.
That's it.
Pull up for the Dukes. Go Lowry.
Lowry dropping 2.
And the lob. Beautiful pass by Cole Lowry to Tanner Holden.
Faster paced game is benefiting him right now.
And you know what? This game essentially is over, but Coach David Dennis over there calls timeout. He's not happy with their style of play. You know, he's getting ready for the next game, and you can't give up at this point.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
2 for the 7:30, please.
Enjoy the movie. It's a lot cleaner. Yeah, they actually cycle movies faster here.
They've been sending it like a box of chocolates.
Have you seen a really big snake? I hate snakes.
None shall pass.
Wheelersburg Cinema, still bringing movies to life.
And we're back. Prep bringing the ball down the court. Trying to waste some time. Game got moving too fast a little bit ago, and the coach called a timeout.
Yeah, he just didn't like how the kids were handling the ball. And I think this was his message. You know, we're not going to stall anymore. I want you to work for the good shot and play basketball.
Yep.
That style was favoring Wheelersburg. Lowry off the mark there, gets his own rebound.
That's it.
And palms the ball. Trying to come back underneath.
Mm-hmm.
There is no mercy from the refs this evening.
No.
2 minutes to the Elite Eight.
All right, we're at the 2-minute mark. Wide
open.
open.
Have to go, and Wheelersburg just standing around in
Claudio
spots right
Pena.
now. And Tanner Holden scores again.
Ooh, Holden tried to steal it. No good.
Drive for 2, Isaiah Cumberland.
And Harvest Prep calls timeout again.
Why is he calling timeout now?
I don't know. That's a bit of a head scratcher.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break as well, and we'll be back right after this.
You've always been able to recognize value. The decisions you make today put you on the road to where you want to be tomorrow. Throughout your life, you've planned and made smart decisions. You deserve State Auto's Prime of Life to protect your home and autos. Find out more about Prime of Life and other State Auto products.
Call Barrett Murphy, your local State Auto Insurance agency.
You're watching Zone Sports.
That's it.
Game on.
And we're back for the final minute and 8 seconds of this regional semifinal here with the Harvest Prep Warriors and the Wheelersburg Pirates. 78-57 point difference, 21 points. And the Pirates taking the ball out.
So 1 minute and 8 seconds left just to close this game out. It's a foregone conclusion.
Holden's out of the game.
Yep. As to the outcome. Now play hard and just represent Wheelersburg and Sauter County as best you can at this point.
That's it. And there's a nice three.
Big three, Justin Salyers.
30-second timeout taken by the Pirates.
And another timeout.
No.
This time taken by Wheelersburg.
So we'll take a break as well, and we'll be right back after this.
At Desco, we believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union, we make business loans.
And we're back. 45 seconds on the clock. Got some new jerseys on the floor for Wheelersburg.
Yeah, Coach Stephen Ader, he put some subs in here, and he allowed his two seniors, Mac Dyer and Cole Lowry, to come out to a standing ovation. Those Wheelersburg fans really appreciate the effort that these two kids gave.
For sure.
And allowed some fresh jerseys to come out on the floor. So it's going to be the Harvest Prep Warriors that advance.
Yep, they will be advancing against, what was the team that beat the Oak Hill?
Garraway
Pirates.
Yes.
Score, Harvest Prep 78, Wheelersburg 60, and the Warriors are coming back to the Convo.
So the Warriors will be back to face the Garraway Pirates. I really wanted the Wheelersburg Pirates to face the Garraway Pirates.
Absolutely.
That would have been awesome.
You know, how many times during that broadcast would we have said, "Arg"?
That's it, arg. Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break and tally up some stats and be right back with the Lee Green State Farm wrap-up report and Toro Loco Player of the Game right after this.
Welcome to Portsmouth Cinemas!
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around.
Are you ready? Deciding to lead a healthier lifestyle can be a big step, and sometimes you need a little help. That's why SOMC is here for you, every day and in lots of ways, with fitness events, community health programs, and our life centers to help you make a lifelong commitment to staying healthy. A happier, healthier you is right around the bend. Eat well, live well, and stay well. With Southern Ohio Medical Center, very good things are happening here.
And we're back here at the Convo as we just had a heck of a game between the Wheelersburg Pirates and the Harvest Prep Warriors. We're doing the Lee Goody Green wrap-up sponsor tonight. She's sponsoring the wrap-up, so for all your insurance needs, give Lee Green a call, Lee Green State Farm there in Wheelersburg. Jay, what do we got stats-wise?
Well, Wheelersburg is going to fall to 20-40 to wrap, or 20-4, I should say, to wrap up the season. Going down with the loss here today. As far as scores for Wheelersburg, our two seniors, I just want to announce them first. Mac Dyer had a tough night tonight. He played well defensively. He only got 2 points on the board. And Cole Lowry, he ended up with 6 points overall. Over and above that, J.J. Truitt usually scores double figures. He only had 2. Warriors just tough on defense. And Trent Salyers had 9 points, all on the first quarter with 3 threes. And our player of the game is that Toro Loco player of the game.
That's the Toro Loco
would
player
have
of the
to
game.
go to Tanner Holden.
Yes.
The 6'6 junior returns to the Pirates next year, 35 points.
35 points, man. That is over half the points Wheelersburg scored.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he played an incredible game. Really put his all into it. Got to give him credit. You know, the Warriors did an outstanding job. Their major player, Claudio Pena.
Yeah, Pena had 24 points. And another key to that, too, I doubt that there was a team on that roster that didn't score.
Yeah.
You know, they were all in. All the kids got to play. They all scored. They're all very, very good players.
Yeah.
You know, this is a tough team to play. And another thing you can take back to Wheelersburg with you is, we only had those 2 seniors that played in this game. The majority of this team comes back. This is a valuable lesson learned here in the Convo. And right now they're thinking about, we need to get back here.
That's it. Well, you know, great season in football they had. Great season in basketball. I mean, the regional semifinal is nothing to scoff at. You know, a lot of teams don't make it here. You know, a lot of teams don't make it to the Convo.
That's right.
You know, so big congratulations to the Wheelersburg Pirates. Congratulations to the Warriors as they move forward.
Right.
But big congratulations to the Pirates as they wrap up their season. And with that being said, Jay, I mean, this is us wrapping up our season with you guys there at home.
I hate to hear that. We talked about maybe doing some baseball games, and we'll see how that works as we go down the road. See how
Andy
that
is
goes.
desperately shaking his head
Andy's
no.
questioning that, but we'll see how that works.
That's it. Well, until the next sports season, I'm Chuck Jones.
This is Jay Miller.
And we're out of here.